the factors. So how will I find the factors? I can write this 12 as 12 times of 1. So 1 and 12 are the two factors. I can write this as 2 times of 6. So 2 and 6 are the two factors. I can write this as 3 times of 4. So 3 and 4 are also two factors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. All these are the factors of 12. Out of these, if we write only 2 and 3, then we say that these are the prime factors of 12. Okay, we know what is prime number. Prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and that number only. That means, for example, 8 is not a prime number because it is divisible by 1, 2, 4 and also 8. But 7 is a prime number because it is divisible by only 1 and that number 7 only. Okay. So if we want to write the prime factors of 12, then it will be only 2 and 3. So now let's see how we are going to solve this question. The first question, find the common factors of the given terms 12x and 36. So we are going to write the prime factors here. Okay, so so what we'll do this as 2 times of 6, or if we want to do, you can do it as 3 times of 4, 12. Now this 3 will remain as it is, 4 will write as 2 times of 2. So what are the factors? 3, 2 and 2. If you do it like this, 12 is 2 times of 6, then this 2 will remain as it is because it is not divisible further, and 6 will write as 2 times of 3. Now again we cannot simplify this further because these all three numbers, these 2, 2 and 3, they are the prime numbers, right? So these are the factors 2 into 2 into 3 multiplied by x. Now we have to find the factors of 36. So either you can do 6 times of 6, or if you want you can do 12 times of 3, if you want you can do 9 times of 4. Whichever way you do, the answer is going to be the same. See, if you do it 6 times of 6, then for 6 you will write 2 times of 3. Again for this 6, 2 times of 3. Now these cannot be further simplified. If you do it 12 times of 3, you already know the prime factors of 12 now, 3, 2 and 2. So it will be 3, 2 and 2 and this 3 as it is. So see, you get the same numbers. If you do it like this, 9 times of 4, you will write 4 as 2 times of 2 and 9 as 3 times of 3. So you get the same factors, 2 times 2 and 2 times 3. There is also one more method by which you can find the prime factors. You can do it like this also. You can divide this 36 by any, but now if you are going to follow this method, you have to divide by prime number only. Earlier what we did, we could write 36 as 12 times of 3. Here 12 was not a prime. Okay, but if you follow this method, you have to divide this 36 by only the prime number, not 4, not 9, not 6, not 12. Okay, only the prime number. So if I divide it by 2, I will get the answer as 18. Now I can divide 18 again by a prime number only. If I divide by 2, I will get the answer 9. Now again I can divide this 9 by only a prime number. So I can divide it by 3 and I will get the answer as 3. Again I can divide 3 by 3 to get the answer. So see, you again get the same factors, 2, 2, 3, 3. So you have two methods of finding the factors. So I am going to write the factors of 36 now. So factors of 36 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Now we are asked to find the common factors. So which are the common factors? This 2 was common here, so I am going to write common 2. Again one more 2 is common, so I am going to write one more 2. Again 1, 3 is common, I am going to write 3. Now this 3 is alone here, there is no 3 here, and this x is only in the first number, it is not in the second. So these are the common factors. 3 times 2 to 6, 6 times of 2 is 12. So this is the common factor of 12x and 36. So friends, I hope you have understood the question. Let's move on to solve the second question now. Okay. Second question is, you have to find again the common factors of 2y and 22xy. So 2 you cannot divide further, no, you can write it as 2 times of y only. And 22xy, 22 can only be written as 11 times of 2. 2 and 11 are prime numbers, cannot simplify further. 2 times of 11 into x into y. Now we have to find the common factor. So here 2 is common in both, so I am going to write it once, and y is common in both, I am going to write it once. Now there is no other common factor. So this is the answer for the second question. So friends, let's move on to solve the third one. What is the third one? Third one is 2x and 3x square and 4. So we have 3 terms in the third question. Okay, I have written by mistake fourth question first. So let's solve this one first now. So 2x, again 2x can only be written as 2 times of x. Then we come to 3x square. 3 again we cannot simplify. 3 is not divisible. It is a prime number. So x square I am writing as x into x, and again now the last number is 4. 4 you can only write as 2 times of 2. Okay, so here what is the common factor? In the first 2x, it is 2 and x. In the second term there is x. So x we can take common, but in the third term 4 there is no x here. So we cannot take x common from all the 3 terms. X is only in the first and second term. Similarly, 2 is also only in the first and third term. So there is no common factor here. So in that case, what we do? We write times of 1. We can write 2 as 2 times of 1, 3 as 3 times of 1, 4 also as 4 times of 1. So we can write common factor as 1. So always remember, if there is no common factor, then there is 1 is always a common factor of all the numbers. Okay. So let's go to solve the third question now. Okay, we will be solving third question. So 14pq and 28p square q square. Okay. So 14pq, 14 now. I can write 14 as 2 times of 7. 2 and 7 both are prime numbers. Multiplied by p, multiplied by q. Now it's 28p square q square. So 28 we can write as 14 times of 2. 14 can be written as 2 times of 7. This 2 again. So these are the factors. 2 into 2 into 7 p square. So p into p, q square. So q into q. So now I am going to mark the common factors. So see here, common factors, CF. So 1, 2 is common. Then 1, 7 is common. Then 1, P is common. And the last one, Q is also common. So this is common factor 14PQ for the third question, friends. So we move on to the next question, question number 5. So question 5 is 6ABC, 24AB square and 12A square B. So 6ABC, how can we write 6 as product of 2 prime numbers? Very easy, 6 you can write as 2 times of 3. So I am writing it as 2 times of 3. Then there is one A, there is one B, and there is one C. Now we come to 24AB square. If you do it like this, vertical method, no problem. Just remember you have to divide only by prime number. If you divide by 2, you get the answer 12. If you divide by 2 again, you get the answer 6. If you divide by 2, you get the answer 3. And when you divide 3 by 3, you get the answer 1. So these are the factors. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 and a and b square. So b is written 2 times. So 12a square b is the last term now. So for 12, if you want to do it like this, you can do it like this. 4 times of 3, 4 you can write as 2 times of 2. So now we cannot simplify this further. So the factors are 2 into 2 into 3 and multiplied by 2 into 2 into 3 multiplied by a square multiplied by b. So now to find a common factor, let's circle all the terms, all the numbers which are common in all the three of them, all the three numbers, okay. So 2 was common, so I have marked 2. Now 3 is also common in all three of them, so I have marked 3, I have written 3 also. Also A is common, 1A I can take as common, okay. Now can I take 1B also? Yes, 1B is also there in all the three numbers. Now I cannot take anything common. Now see, there is 2 in second and third number, but it is not in the first one. Similarly, there is C in the first one, but it is not anywhere else. Okay, so this was the only common factor 6AB. Yes, friends, I hope you are getting the questions very easily. Okay, if you have any confusion, please tell me. You can go to the comment box and tell. Yes, so we move on to the question number 6, friends. So it is only difference is that there is a negative sign here. That is the only difference to one term. Otherwise, everything is same. So 16. If I do it like this, I divide by 2, I get the answer 8. If I divide 8 by 2, I get the answer 4. If I divide 4 by 2, I get the answer 2. And when I divide 2 by 2, I get the answer 1. You have to remember one thing which is very important. If you do it by this method, you should not do it like this, that you are dividing by 4 getting the answer 4, again you are dividing by 4 getting the answer 1. So you will write the answer as 4 times of 4, but these are not the prime factors, okay. So always remember, if you are doing this method, vertical method, you have to always divide by prime number only, okay? So 16x cube I can write as 2 times of 2 times of 2 times of 2 multiplied by x cube is x into x into x. So now we move on to the second term 4. We know 4 is simple, 2 times of 2. Keep the negative sign as it is, okay. 2 times of 2 and x square it was, so x into x. Now the third term is 32x. 32, what is 32? 32 can be written as 16 times of 2, and we already know the factors of 16 here. So 16 was 2 times of 2 times of 2 times of 2, and I am again going to write this 2. So it will be 5 2 0, 1 2 3 4 5, and this one x here. Okay, so let's solve, let's find the common factors now, okay. Let's find the common factors. So there is 2 here, 2 here, and 1 2 here also, so I write 1 2. 1 2 is again, we have one more 2 common. Now we see that there is 1 in first and third term, but not in the second, so we cannot take any 2 common now, okay. So can we take x common? Yes, there is x in all the three. I can take 1x, only 1x, because now in the third term there is no more x. So the common factor is 2 times of 2, 4x. So friends, we go to solve question 7 now. 10pq 20QR. Okay, what I will do, I will leave this question for you. I request you to solve this question and tell me the answer in comments box. Okay, so we are going to solve the 8th question now. 3x square y cube, then we get 10x cube y square, 6x square y square z. Okay, So for 3x square y cube, 3 is already a prime number, you cannot simplify 3 into x because it was x square, and y into y, so y cube. Second term is 10x cube y square. 10 can be written as 2 times of 5, both are prime numbers now, and I will write x 3 times and y 2 times because it is x cube and y square. Now it is 6x square y square z. 6 can be written as 2 times 3. X square is x into y square is y into 1z. So now we have to find the common factors. So let's see what are the common factors in all the three. Okay. So we cannot take 2 because 2 is only in the second and third term. Similarly, we cannot take 3 also because it is only in first and third. So I can take x, but so I am taking one x common factor. I have written one x. I can take one more x. So I am writing one more x into x. Now I can take one y. It is also there in all the three terms. Can I take one more y? Yes, I can take one more y. So now I cannot take anything else. So this is our final answer. Common factor is x square y square. So friends, this ends question 1 for us. So let's move on to solve the question 2. So this is question 2. Factorize the following expressions. So if we have understood the first question correctly, then we should be able to solve this one very easily. So what we need to do here, for example, I will tell you second question first and then we will go to solve the first. 6p minus 12. So what you can do, you can write the factors here, okay. For the 6, you can do it as 2 times of 3 and you write p as it is. For 12, if you remember the factors, it's okay. Otherwise, you can do it like this, 2 times of 6 and 6 is 2 times of 3, this 2 as it is. So these are the factors of 12, 2, 2, 3 and q as it is. So in the first and second term, what are the things which are common in both the terms? So there is one 2 and there is one 3. So what we do, we take this 2 and 3 common and write the remaining terms as they are. So here p remains as it is, 2 remains as it is and q remains as it is. So it is 6 in bracket p minus 2q. This is one method of solving it, okay. What you can also do is, if you understand one thing, that in these two terms, what will be the greatest common factor? Greatest common factor, GCF, or highest common factor. So if you just what we did in the first question, see the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. Factors of 12 you have already written here. So what are the common factors? It is 2 in both the numbers and 3 in both the numbers. So 6, 2 times of 3. 6 is the common factor. So if you can write it as 6 times of 1 and this as 6 times of 2, and then what is the common thing in both? 6, and then what will remain in the bracket? P minus 2q. You write this 1 or not, it does not matter, okay. Even if you don't write 1 there, it's going to be 1. If there is no coefficient, if I write only x, then there is 1 only. So you can do it like this also, okay. But we are going to solve this by the first method which I told you, okay. So yes, now moving on to the first question. 7 and 42, I am going to write the factors. So 7 is 7 times of 1 only, it is a prime number, and 42 is 7 times of 6. So what is common in both the terms? 7. So when I take 7 common, what remains in the bracket is 1x minus 6. That is the answer, final answer. So now we go on to question 3. 7a square plus 14a. 7 can be written as 7 into 1 into a plus 7 times of 2 is 14 into a. Now we are going to find what is common in both the terms. So this is the first term, this is the second term. What is common in both the terms? 7 is common and 1a is also common. So if I can take 7a common, what will remain in the bracket? It will be 1a in the first term, then there is a positive sign, and then there is 2 in the second. So this is our final answer for the question number 3. So let's solve question 4, friends. Question number 4 is minus 16z plus 20z cube. So what you can do, you can write this minus, keep minus as it is, 2 times of 2 times of 2 times of 2 into z if you find the prime factors. Okay, 2 times of 8, then 8 can be written as 2 times of 4, this 2 will be as it is. So this 2 and this 2 remain as it is, 4 can be written as 2 times of 4. Similarly, 20 you can write as 2 times of 2 times of 5. See, 20 is 4 5s and 4 can be written as 2 times of 2. 5 remains at it. So it is 2 times of 2 times of 5. I am going to tell you a different method also, okay? And then we are going to write this z cube as z into z into z. So this is the first term, this is the second term. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are going to forget about the sign, okay? Take the digits which you can take as common. So this 2 I can take common. I can take one more 2 common. Okay, now I cannot take any 2 common, but I can take one z common. So what remains then? Here minus also remains as it is. Minus 2 times of 2 is 4 plus 5 and z into z. So 5z square. So it is 2 times of 2 4z and in bracket it remains minus 4 plus 5z square. So this is one method by which you can solve the question, but you can solve it more easily by using the greater table. Greater table means here what we did, we found the prime factors. But instead of finding the prime factors, if you can just think by which greatest number can I divide both 16 and 20? Which is that greatest number? I can divide 16 and 20 by 1, 2 and 4. Both the numbers, okay? Both the numbers. I can divide 16 by 8 but cannot divide 20 by 8, no? So it is of no use. So I can divide both the numbers by these 3 numbers only, and out of this 4 is the greatest. So I will write using the table of 4. 16 I will write as 4 times of 4 and 20 I will write as 4 times of 5 and z cube will be z into z into z. I will tell you how we can take common. If for example the question is like this, 8z raised to 20 minus 6z raised to 15. In that case we are not going to write z 20 times like what we have written here, z into z into z, because it was only 3 times, so we could write. But if it is 20 times, then we should know how to take common without writing this 20 times. So we will discuss that also. So now I am using the table of 4 here, and in the 2 terms what is common that I can take? Forget about the sign. I can take 4 common and I can take 1 z common. So 4 and z I can take common, then what remains in the bracket is minus 4 plus 5 and then z into z is z square. So this is our answer. Many students might think, sir, can we take 4 also common? So yes, if you want you can take 4 common also. In that case, how will you solve this question? See, if we are going to take 4 common, okay? So I am going to write as 4 times of 4 z plus 4 times of 5 into z into z into z. I have written this step only, okay? So now what is common in both the terms? 4 and z also. But now if you want to take minus also common, so then at that time what you have to do, you have to change the sign. You have to write this as plus 4 and this also change the sign, you have to write this as minus 5 and z into z is z square. So if you want to take minus common, then you have to change the sign of both the terms which you are going to write in the bracket. Okay. And if you don't take minus common, then keep the minus sign as it is where it was. So you can do it using both the methods. So let's do question number 5. Can you tell me in question number 5 by which greatest number can we divide 20 and 30? Question number 5 is 20 L square M plus 30 ALM. So 20 and 30 are divisible by 1, 2, 5 and 10. Greatest is 10. So we are going to use the table of 10. 10 times of 2, L square is L into L into M plus 30. Then you have to remember that we are going to use the table of 10 only now. Okay. So please don't do it like that you write 20 as 10 times of 2 and 30 as 5 times of 6. Then you are going to get the answer wrong. Okay. So you have to use the greatest number only. So 30 will write as 10 times of 3 and then it is A into L into M. So how we can solve this further now? So what is common in the two terms? So this is the first number, this is the second number. What is common in both? I can take 10 common, so I will write 10 common. Then I can take one L common, I am going to write one L. I can take one M also common. So I am going to write one M here also. So now what remains in the bracket is 2L on the left hand side plus 3A on the right hand side. So this is our final answer, friends, of the question number 5. So let's move on to solve the last few questions of the question number 2. Okay, so what is question 6? It is 5x square y minus 15xy square. Again 5 and 15. So which is that greatest number by which you can divide both? You can divide both by 1 and 5. Greatest is 5. Simple. It is very easy to understand that 15 is divisible by 5, right? So you are going to use the table of 5 only. If for example it is like this, 8xy minus 12xy, then now 8 cannot divide 12. So in that case you have to think which is that greatest number which can divide 8 and 12. 1 can divide both, 2 can divide both, 4 can divide both. So 4 is the greatest number. But if the number is like this, if the number is 16xy minus 32x square, then you know that 32 is in the table of 16. So it is the 16 will be the greatest number which will divide both. Okay. So here as 15 comes in the table of 5, so 5 is going to be the greatest number by which we can divide both. So we are going to use the table of 5. So I have written 5 ones are 5, x square as x into y, 15 as 5 times of 3 into x into y square as y into y. So now we have to take from the two terms whatever common we can take now, which is in both the terms. So 5 is in both the terms, I have taken 5 common. 1x is in both the terms, I have taken 1x common. And 1y is also I can take common. Now I cannot take anything else common. So what remains on the left hand side of this negative side? 1 and x. You can write only x or 1. If you want to write 1x, you can write that also. And on the right hand side what remains is 3y. So this is our final answer, friends, for this question. So we move on to the question number 7 now. So question number 7 is 10a square minus 15b square plus 20c square. So 10, 15 and 20. By which numbers can you divide all the three? You know that 1 can divide any number, right? So 1 can divide 10, 15 and 20 also. Now the next number is only 5 because 2 can divide 10 and 20 but not 15, right? So, and there is no more number now, no other number which can divide all the three. So 5 is the greatest number. So we are going to use the table of 5. So I have written 10 as 5 times of 2, a square as a into a, minus 15 as 5 into 3, and b square as b into b, and then plus 20 as, you have to use the table of 5, you have to remember that, okay, don't do 20 as 10 times of 2 into c into c. So now in the three terms, sorry, what is common in all the three terms? I can take 5 common, so I am taking 5 common. Now there is a in the first term, b is in the second, c is in the third, so I cannot take anything common now, no other number or no variable. So what remains now inside the bracket is 2a square in the first term, then there is a negative sign, then there is 3 into b, that is 3b square in the second term, then there is a positive sign, and 4 into c, that is 4c square in the third term. So this is our final answer, friends. So friends, let's move on to solve the next question. We have only 3 questions left now, friends. So we are going to solve the question number 8, minus 4a square plus 4ab minus, then it's minus again, then it's minus 4ca. So this is the same number at all the places, so don't need to factorize even, right? So I will write this as minus 4 into a, then this 4ab as 4 into a into b, 4c as 4c into a. So what is common in all the three terms? I am going to take that term common, take that number common, 4. I am not going to take negative common, okay, I am going to take only 4 common. I can take one variable also, a is there in all the three terms, so I am taking a also common. So now what remains? I am not taking negative common, so this negative is going to remain as it is here, and then there is a, this plus will be as it is, then there is b, this minus will be as it is, and then there is c. So this is our final answer if you don't take negative sign common, okay. But if you want to take negative sign common, then what you have to do, it is also very easy, no problem. With 4 and a, if you want to take negative also common, then just change the sign of all the terms, that's it. Write this minus as plus, this a will be as it is, write this plus as minus, this b will be as it is, write this minus as plus, this c will be as it is. So it is also very easy to take negative common if you want, no problem. So friends, I hope you are getting the questions which I am trying to tell you. So let's move on to solve the next question. So x square y z plus xy square z plus xy z square. There is no number, no digit in all the three terms. So I am going to write this as x into y into z, and the last term as x into y into z square is z into z. So this is the first term, second term, third term. What can I take common from all the three? Okay, 1x I can take common, so I am writing 1x here. Then I can take 1y common from all the three, I am writing 1y here. And I can take 1z also common from all the three, I can write 1z here. But now I cannot take anything else common. So now what remains in the bracket? In the first term only x is remaining, then there is positive sign. Second term only y is remaining, then there is positive sign again, and third term z is remaining. So this is our final answer. So it brings us to the last question of the second question. So we are going to the last question now. Ax square y plus bxy square plus cxy. Very easy. A into x into y plus b into x into y plus c into x into y into z. So first term, second term, third term. What can I take common from all the three? I can see one x common, all. So I am taking one x common. Now I can see one y common in all the terms. So I am taking one y common. Now there is nothing which I can take common from all the three terms. Okay. So what remains in the first term is a and x. Then there is a positive sign. What remains in the second term is b and y. Then there again there is a positive sign. And what remains in the third term is c and z. So this is our final answer, friends. But if you remember, I had told you that I will tell you how to solve the questions of the type if there are variable has a lot of power. For example, if it is x raised to 50, 10 x raised to 50 minus 20 x raised to 55. How to solve this now? So first think about the numbers. 10 and 20 are divisible by the greatest number 10. So we are going to use the number 10 here. I have written 10 as 10 times of 1 and x raised to 50 will be as it is. Okay. And 20 as 10 times of 2 and x raised to 55 as it is again. So first I am going to take only the number common which is 10, which is very easy to take. So I have taken 10 common. Now what to do about this x? Just think how many x are there in the first term? There are 50x. And how many are there in the second? There are 55. So which term has more x, first or second? Second term has more x, right? How many more x are there? 5 more x are there in the second term, right? So what I can do, I can write this x raised to 55 as x raised to 50 into x raised to 5. See, there will be 55x only if I write it like this. We are not changing the number of x here. But now I can take x raised to 50 also common from both the terms. And what will remain now? In the first term it will be 1, then minus, then this 2, and then it will be here x raised to 5. So we can do it like this. Let's do one last question like this. Okay. And in the next question now I am not going to do even this step. Okay, we are going to solve directly. So let's do one more question. If it is x raised to 9 minus x raised to 8, now what you do? Take the minimum power common. Simple. Minimum power common. What is the minimum power of x in both? 8. So take x raised to 8 common. So now, how many x will remain in the first term? There were 9. We have taken 8 common. So only x raised to 1 will remain. Even if you don't give this power 1, it's okay. And here, what remains here? Nothing. So what many students do? They write the answer like this and they finish it like this. So this is wrong. So if there is nothing left here, then there is still 1 is left there. There was 1, the coefficient was 1, so you have to write 1 there. One last question, okay. This is x cube y raised to 5 z minus x raised to 8 y raised to 2 z raised to 3. So think about x. Take the minimum power common. What is the minimum power? X raised to 3 is the minimum power. Think about y. What is the minimum power for y? It is 2. So take 2 common. Think about z now. What is the minimum power? 1. So we are going to take power 1 common. Now, so what remains in the bracket? It was, think about x first. It was x cube. We have already taken all the 3x common. So x does not remain. There were 5 y's. We have taken 2 y's common. So 3y will remain here. Y raised to 3. There was only 1 z. We have taken it common. So z also does not remain. What will happen to the second term? There were 8x and we have taken only 3 common. So x raised to 5 will remain. 5x will remain there. There were 2y and we have taken 2 common. So y does not remain. What about z? There were 3. We have taken 1 common. So 2z's will remain. So this is our final answer, friends. I hope, friends, you have understood all the questions. If you have any confusion, any doubt, feel free to go to the comment box and please comment. Also, if you like the video, you can go to the comment box and tell me. And also, please, I would request you to subscribe to the channel and share the channel with your friends. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.